Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome to another reading with me. My name is Jane, and I'm going to do a full moon reading in Taurus. There's also a lunar eclipse coming in. As always, I'm going to trust the Moonology diary, and we're going to talk about it a little bit and what Yasmin suspects is coming in with this moon, and then we're going to pull cards on it. Okay, so let's look at the full moon. Let's see what it brings in. First of all, I'll give you the dates of when it does come in, and it is coming in on the 28th of October. So I do believe that is like Saturday. Let me take a look. Yeah, we're Sunday the 22nd, and next Saturday is when the full moon comes in. So as always, she gives dates and times, but 28 in London, Sydney 29th, LA 28, New York 28. Okay, and the keyword she's chosen for this one is lucky for some, chatty, changeable, and defining. So it gets tricky when you have eclipses along with moons. Of course it does, because it intensifies stuff, right? So, and she talks about other planets, and since that's not my particular area of expertise, let's just say, I like to consult a higher power. In this case, is her. So it says this really is a full moon eclipse of many colors. Full moon eclipses can be really tricky because they demand that we let go and move on from something we've been clinging on to that no longer in our best interest. Obviously, that can be a pretty difficult experience at times. This full moon eclipse is taking place near communications planet Mercury and the lucky planet of Jupiter. So on the one hand, there's big risk that we're going to get very emotional and say far too much. But on the other hand, it could be that this eclipse helps us to detox a particular situation that's become very murky. Perhaps we have a change of perspective and are finally able to have a conversation that frees us from a situation that's dragging us down. This is so weird, because if you guys have seen the video for yesterday, you will see that they were talking about that clear communication, all the cards get coming in. So absolutely, okay? I feel that that's what it was like telling you. Of course it was. There's no coincidences. And I swear, I haven't looked at this. I'm looking at this with you guys. I don't do preliminaries for these because other than finding, I write on my calendar when the moons are at the beginning of every year, but I don't go in depth. Yeah, I leave that for other people who are, you know, more experts at that. Perhaps we have a change of perspective and are finally able to have a conversation that frees us from a situation that's been dragging us down. If you're going through a rough time, please take heart. Although eclipse seasons can be very difficult, if they hit you hard and if a lot of change is needed in your life, everything that happens at that time of an eclipse nearly always works out for the very best. The eclipse is taking place in the sign of Taurus and communing with lucky Jupiter, as mentioned above. Pay extra attention to the how to work with this moon section on the following page, because it could well be that this eclipse ignites the luck for you in whichever part of your chart is being activated by this moon. So, she actually lists that because when Jupiter is being activated by the eclipse, it's a very good time to take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. Use the space below, list 3 people, places, or things you know you're truly blessed to have in your life. Maybe that would be a good exercise to do for you right now, okay? Places or things, 3 people, places, or things you know you're truly blessed to have in your life. If you have people on your list below, reach out and let them know, okay? And, of course, as always, if you know what your rising is, she says that if it's in Aries, your second house will be activated, okay? This discovered the energy of the full moon is for you. Find and see the house involved, okay? So, if your rising is in Aries, it's the second house. Mine is. If it's Taurus, it's the first house. If it's Gemini, the 12th house. If it's Cancer, the 11th. Leo, the 10th. Virgo the 9th, Libra the 8th, Scorpio the 7th, Sagittarius the 6th, Capricorn the 5th, Aquarius the 4th, and Pisces the 3rd house. So find out what your rising is and then come back to this part and see which house. If you know what house is which and you understand, you know, their meaning and defining of each house. And also in this book, if you do get this book, and there's a new one that I'm getting very soon for the upcoming year, she does list all the different houses here and everything that they do. Okay. For me, I'm in the 2nd house of Aries, so it's going to be cash, property, possessions, values, including, and how to value yourself. Very nice, especially with Jupiter. Cash and Jupiter, I'm okay with that. Okay, so she also has full moon forgiveness and questions to ask. One of the hardest things about full moon eclipses is that they require us to let go of someone, something, and move on. Sometimes we're more than ready to let go, and sometimes we know we need to let go, but we're just not emotionally ready yet. That's when eclipses can be the hardest. Forgive yourself if you've been misguidedly clinging on to something. Make a list of what you're releasing and join for the full moon rituals at her website or FB events. So it says, I forgive, release, and there's a part to write what you do. And then, where in my life do I need to let go and move on? Why have I been clinging on? And what will letting go do for me? So those are all really great questions. And like I said, if you want to come back to this, you can. I've given you some tools here for this eclipse. So there's we already dealt with this yesterday. We were already, I guess, playing around with that. I guess they knew, even, you know, the spirit knows how the energies are going to affect the planet before I even do anything. So let's take some cards from the Moonology deck. I always do. I always have since the beginning of doing the moons and the new moons. And we're going to find the full moon in Taurus, of course, because, well, and then the full moon in Taurus detoxify. Okay, detoxify. So that's perfect. Detox. Time for a detox. But I feel the last moon was telling you to do that as well, right? Pisces, it was going, okay, time to balance things out. It was in Libra. It was asking you to reset. So reset, detox, they're pretty much the same kind of energy. They're asking a lot of you this month. These, the new moon and the full moon. They're going, okay, let's do this, right? So let's pick another card here. I grabbed a few decks here to see what kind of energy would come in. Of course, Pisces, don't forget to come and see me later on. I'm going to be pulling all the cards for the upcoming week. It says, think it through and trust the universe. Okay? So, I'm using keywords for the rest of the cards. That's why I felt the need to really let you know about the questions so that you could think it through. Okay? And then trust yourself to do. Trusting the universe, that's I don't know, that's a for all the time thing. I know it comes out in the cards a lot, but I feel that it's a mantra that you should just keep going with regardless. I mean, it shouldn't be something that you know, that only comes once in a while and go, okay, it's time. No, don't trust the universe. Yes, trust the universe. It's kind of the word. When it comes out, it almost feels like going, are you trusting the universe? Or have you, like, you know, not really been thinking about it lately? It's almost like a reminder to tell you, hey, you know that you can, you know, tap into a higher source. So that's what I feel. This is the other Moonology. This is the first, I think, Moonology deck from Yasmin, so. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We'll take it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know, depending on you, it could be tough. It could also be just very revealing in the way that things have happened for you. Could have brought in a lot of clarity. Okay, I don't feel like you're Yeah, I don't feel like you're hurting for anything here at this point. Okay. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Then I'm going to pull some Earth-based decks. I'm going to pull from the Mystical Shaman Oracle and also the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. Okay. And yes, don't worry, I will pull some Tarot as well. Not just Oracle decks for this. There's fear. Oh yeah, and the void. Yeah. Again, I feel that you're thinking big emotions, big words, big feelings. And both of these are showing like somebody who's like sitting in the dark and somebody who's like cocooning. So I feel that this kind of energy that's going on right here, it's making you feel like just disappearing. It is. You just want to disappear. And I don't blame you. I'm not a person for conflict. I'd rather just kind of shy away from it. But I feel it's important not to check out of life. At this point, the worst thing you could do, because we've had a week of just kind of working on the self, working on our path, working on the journey, and we've come back out and just been hit and bombarded with a lot of negative, the thing we would probably love to do, especially at this time of the year in fall time, where you already want to go cocoon somewhere and just kind of forget that you're around. I think that Spirit and the universe is asking you to just keep doing the work that you've been doing. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I feel a quiet space for you here. I do feel it. I feel like I feel that you're afraid of that void. You're afraid of losing something important. Yeah. So let's take the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. Let's get more cards, my beautiful Pisces. The ash tree. Let's get another one from this. Hawthorn. Let's see. Let's take the guidebook and see. Okay. So, the ash tree is mastery. Okay. It's talking about gaining mastery over yourself by accepting who you are and fearlessly looking at all aspects of your personality. Strive to be objective and rational rather than being swept along by subjective emotions. It says, my wood has many uses because it is strong yet flexible. For centuries, humans have associated me with magical powers to repel evil and to heal children. I exude a sugary sap so it can help to make your life sweeter. Beautiful. I kind of like that. Huh. The ash tree is mentioned in many mythologies, including those of ancient Greece, Ireland, and Wales. The Norse myth, collectively known as the Prose Edda, tell the god Odin, who with his brothers Vili and Vi, created the first man from an ash trunk. The Roman writer Pliny described the ash's ability to repel snakes, a claim that encouraged many people, especially in southwest England, to carry ash sticks. Ash was also burnt in fires to keep the devil away. Tea made from dried ash leaves has diuretic and laxative properties, making you go. Get rid of garbage. Oh, wow, look at this, okay? Getting rid of the unwanted. I'm telling you, getting rid of snakes, getting rid of the unwanted. I love this. So absolutely, it's gaining mastery. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. Of course it does. Of course it would. About the situation. It's not about running away. It's becoming smart and facing it head on and gaining a lot of wisdom. Okay? So, it's not living in fear. It's using what you have to repel fear. Absolutely is working for this one. And then you have Hawthorn. So let's see. I don't know if I'm going to find this one. Let's see. I am. Magic. Well, I should have known that with just the pentacle in the middle, right? The world is full of miracles if you have eyes to see them. Connect with the magic of your own senses and the power of nature. Rejoice as each new season arrives, savoring it for everything it can offer you. The Hawthorn message: treat me with caution and give me respect, because I am an ancient and powerful tree. My thorns are sharp to give me protection, and wherever I grow is said to mark the entrance to the underground realm of the fairies. The hawthorn with its sharp thorns and intricate network of branches has been grown as edging for centuries. It is strongly associated with magic and spiritual cleansing. Its white flowers, borne profusely in spring, associated with the purity of the white goddess. Its flowers around May Day, which also the Celtic festival of Beltane, and it was believed to protect against the witches who were always very active at this turning point of the year. Hawthorn has long been used as herbal remedy to balance blood pressure and strengthen the heart. Nice. Grows to 50 feet tall. There you go. You get a lot of information in this booklet. But of course it offers protection and magic. So I feel that you are protected, okay? You're gaining mastery and you are protected. And I recall saying that sometime last week in the messages. That did come through again. So the messages are being repeated here by Spirit, Pisces. So definitely this full moon is going to be affecting us. Okay. All right. So let's take a mystical shaman oracle. Completion. Now, if that's not a world card, I don't know what is. And the blade. 669. You guys know I love 369. I love 369. So we have 6 and 9 here, which is beautiful. The blade to me is the Ace of Swords, of course, is the direction and the focus in which you're going to get to your completion. So this is definitely another marked place on your journey that you must be following. You have to follow this to get to where you need to go, okay? And the Taurus energy is going to help you with that. It's going to ground you. It's going to help you a lot. Yeah. Earth signs are better for us, let's just say, for our sign of Pisces. It's it just meshes a little better. Other water signs and earth signs, they mesh a little better with us, okay? So, this is good energy. This is good juju for us, even though we're afraid a little bit of what that might entail, okay? But look, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and then this is completion. It's kind of just all meshing, all gelling together, isn't it, Pisces? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, I'm going to take the deck that I love that has a lot of moon energy to it. Oh, that's not the deck I was thinking about, but it's the deck I'm using now. I wanted to use the Enchanted Dreams, but this is the Star Tarot. Alrighty, let's use this one. Like I said, no coincidences, right? None. I love these snowy mountains. You almost get the Hermit's energy and the Star energy all at once on the back of these cards. The Hermit standing on the mountain and the Star. Beautiful. King of Cups. Somebody who is completely calm in the storm. Beautiful. Okay? The yin and the yang. Perfectly balanced. And I was talking about that, was it yesterday when the Ancestor deck gave us the King of Cups and there was no waves in the back, and I was talking about this. Look at that. Okay? This is you in the calmness of this. Not in the calmness of this, but this is you being calm in this, I should say, rather. Knight of Swords. Also got this yesterday. You wanting to get there. We need to get there. We need to do this. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah. The perceived difficulties. Okay? I feel that you're okay, though, Pisces. I feel that this moon, especially because you see it at the bottom here, this moon is going to help light the way for you. I don't feel that this Knight has difficulties. I don't really see it as this anymore. You see, you have the darkness and the light, the yin and the yang. It's coming in. You have the darkness and the light. Okay, you have the moon and the sun. I feel a very divine shift of energies. I don't feel this Nine of Wands giving me a hard time. Now I need to look. I need to look because that's not the vibe I'm getting from this card at all. So let's see. Of course. Okay. I want to see what the meaning is. Okay. Okay, so they are talking about, this is the wounded warrior. The key to the Nine of Wands is to recognize and accept the experiences that brought you to the present state. Rest, learn to meditate, be patient and kind to yourself, seek guidance and support. Time will sort things out. The gift of the Nine of Wands is the opportunity to reclaim your spiritual strength in your life. Through your difficult battles, you've changed, and a part of you is searching for answers and peace. This path takes you through the dark parts of your soul, experiencing the diverse energies of the world. It awakens the spiritual warrior within, empowering to move through past, present, and future conflicts and battles with courage, inner truth, and trust. You're on a spiritual journey of soul reclamation. Wow. The challenge and work is bringing the darkness you hold to the surface, transforming the chaos of life's battles into a place of balance and peace. And that's exactly what I was feeling, okay? When you succeed, you find your spiritual courage and strength, and the wounds you have taken will begin to heal. Some may scar, leaving a remembrance of the journey you've traveled. I love this. Okay. I love this, I love this, I love this. The image of the Nine of Pentacles. the central staff, the ninth staff. The staff symbolizes a center path of the tree of life, representing the marriage between heaven and earth. It symbolizes the world of consciousness shining into the world of subconsciousness, grounding and transforming the light's energy into manifestation. Oh, wow. So, yeah, everything is as it should, Pisces, and it is the darkness and the light. That's exactly what I was thinking. You are healing, you are moving forward. I see even here the Wheel of Fortune. This is interesting with the Knight of Swords, okay? And again, look at this, Pisces. You have the yin and yang, and they're balanced. It's very strange that I'm getting that same darkness and light. It's a balancing of things, okay? You may want to rush in, but you may have to be the calm in the storm, okay? This may even be the storm that's coming in, this Knight of Swords, this storm that comes in, and you sitting there in calmness, because he's actually like going this way. See that? So I feel that. I feel there's less of a definition between the yin and the yang here, more defined here, and even more here. So it's like almost putting in the effort of going, I need to find this peace. I need to bring this balance back in. And I think you will, Pisces. Okay? Like I said, the only thing is that there's this fear that if you move in on it, the storm is going to overwhelm you. So just do tiny steps, little steps. Do the best that you can. Eclipses bring big energy with it, and it is scary. It is scary to have that kind of energy come in at the same time as a moon. But there's no worries here, Pisces. You will do absolutely wonderfully fine with this energy, as you have been all month. You're doing such fantastic work, such great work. Just make sure to continue communicating what you need to and getting it out there, okay? All right, so I'm going to let you go with this, Pisces, because I think it's long enough for moon reading. I'm going to come back and do the weekly read with my beautiful autumn decks. I've been waiting, and I finally have enough to do it, so I'm going to come back and do that. And yeah, we're going to take a look at the energies for the month. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings, my beautiful ones. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.